All right, so starting over. Hi everybody and welcome back. My name is Tristan. I'm from SEO.ninja, and today we're going to be doing some live streaming. We're going to actually look at some of the keywords that we're going to be trying to rank for. No, that's not how we say that. We're going to take a look at some of the keywords that we want to try and rank for, and I'm going to show you guys how we actually find them. Now, in the previous video, we talked about what a keyword was, why they're important, and so like I said, this is the actual how to use those and how to do everything. So let me show you our source material here and the sites that we're going to be using. So the first one here is the Google AdWords. I'm going to come over here. We're going to talk about that in a minute. I actually already did most of this earlier, but because my microphone wasn't working correctly, we had to start over. So if you guys can hear me, please let me know in the chat because that would be much appreciated. All this stuff down again. Okay, so Google AdWords, the keyword planner, you can get to this by going to adwords.google.com. You'll need to create an account, and then you'll come over here to Tools and Keyword Planner, and that will take you to this page. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that this tool was designed specifically for people to do paid ads, and so if you're not doing paid ads, then some of the functionality is limited. So like with this, we'll be able to see more specific search traffic. We'll be able to see how much actual traffic there is for individual keywords, whereas if you don't have any ads running, or if you haven't run any ads in the past, then it will just give you a general idea. It'll say like between 1 and 1,000, between 1,000 and 10,000, stuff like that, and that can be really annoying, but you just need to run some ads for that to work. The other tool we're going to be using is the we're going to be using keywordfinder.com, which is pretty cool. We're going to come back to this here in just a second. And then this is the website that we want to work on. So like I said, unfortunately I already did 25 minutes worth of this stuff and I'm a little frustrated with it right now. But that's live streaming. And I kind of want to get into live streaming because I think it's a little bit easier. Supposed to be, at least. But this is frustrating. So things I wanted to let you guys know before we got started in this. I don't need these. I was listening to music and now I'm not. With the chats, there's a new function available called a super chat, and what that is if you guys have like a keyword that you would want me to take a look at, or if you want me to take a look at your websites, or if you want me to shout out your channel or whatever, if you want to leave some sort of message for anybody else who's going to be watching this video in the future, you can use what's called the super chat. And what it is, it's kind of like a tip jar or a donation button or something like that. And so whenever you make one of these, whenever you leave a tip, then it will actually give you a special message in the chat, and then I'll get a little notification over here. I can see that a little bit more clearly, and then that's how and then it'll say at the top of the chat for a certain amount of time. And if you do want me to pull up a keyword for you, if you want me to take a look at your website, if you want me to look at a YouTube video or whatever, like the optimization for a video, not going to actually watch a video on here, then that is how we're going to do that, just because the tools that I'm using are expensive and I'm going to make some money from it. Also, if you prefer, then you can actually hire me to come in and do all this stuff for you. So basically the same thing that we're going to be showing you here in just a minute, but this is a little bit cheaper, and this will also give you some more options. So like if you want to do just a single keyword, then it's $10. And what that is it will be one keyword and then it will be 5 related keywords, so you're getting a total of 6. There's also an option here to buy 5 keywords for $45, and that's 5 keywords and then 5 related keywords for each of those, so you're getting a 30 for that. And then there's another option for 10, where you get 10 made keywords and then 5 suggested for each of those, so you're getting a total of 60. So if you are looking for some keyword research help, that is where to go. Whew, okay, I think that covers everything. Oh wait, then also if you want to promote this service, then you can do so. The link for all this is in the description. But if you're looking for any sort of affiliate sales or anything like that, just a little bit of passive income, you can actually promote this and you will get 17.5% of sales. So if somebody pays me $10, then you will get $1.75. So that's pretty neat. Just click on this button right here and then share that and get people to click on it and to buy stuff. Okay, so that's everything that I had to go over before. I'm just really kind of out of it right now. This is It was such a great video. It was perfect, like great timing. I was showing all this stuff. Now, anyways, so first things first. This is the website that we're going to be working on for the next little bit. Now, this is not platform specific. So the things that we're going to be doing, it's not just for Weebly, it's not just for WordPress, it's not just for Wix. In fact, this is a WordPress website that I am working on, and you can do the exact same thing with your Weebly site. You can do it with anything. This works even for YouTube. So something to keep in mind. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab that link right there. And you can see I haven't gotten very far with this. I just worked on it a little bit yesterday. So I've got one blog post on here. We're still got a little bit more work to do. So we're going to come over here, and we have 3 different options to start out with. So the first one is search for new keywords using a phrase, website, or category. We get search volume data and trends, or multiply keyword list to grow or to get new keywords. So almost never use this. This is really good if you already have a list of keywords that you want to look at and you're not interested in anything related to it. You just want the information for those keywords, and that's it. And then this one is for investigation. So if you have a keyword in mind that you already want to take a look at, like if you want to look for, we're going to be talking about video game stuff in this one. So if you want to see like Diablo 3 keywords, you can type in Diablo 3 here, and it will give you all the Diablo 3 related keywords that it has in its database. If you have like a category that you want to look at, so like you can just say gaming computers, right? Or you could say like video games, computer and video games, same thing, okay? And again, that will give you information on that entire category all at once. Now, if you're not really sure, if you just kind of want to see what Google thinks your website's about, you can actually put in your landing page right here, and then it will pull in that information for you. Now, another thing that you might be interested in if you're doing anything for local business, okay, is you can target your traffic a little bit more. So for example, if you are, carpet cleaning, right, and you only service a certain number or certain cities, then you can come over here and you can enter those locations that you service. If you are only looking for people in a certain language, you can do that. If you want to look at different platforms, you can do that. Excuse me. If you want to add in negative keywords, so for example, I was doing one for a client who has a company, and a lot of the traffic he was getting was from people looking for work in his industry instead of people who are looking to purchase his service. So we have to go through and make sure that we remove like the keyword job from all those keywords, because otherwise it can screw up our search results and our research. You can also pull up larger ranges. So normally this will give you 12 months. I think you can extend it up to 2 years, and you have some other features over here as well. Whew. Okay, so that is the Google Keyword Planner interface. We're going to go ahead and click Get Ideas. We've included our landing page, and we're going to see what Google thinks our landing page is about. Keeps texting me. Okay, nothing important. So this is what we have. They've given us a list of all the keywords right here, and so if there's anything in here that's interesting to you, then you can check this out. If this is the first time you've ever seen this, then let me go ahead and give you a little bit of a breakdown. This is the keyword. If you highlight over this, it will show you the search trends for that keyword. So Diablo 3 items, we can go like this, and we can look by month. That's neat. The average number of searches, so it'll take that trend, and it'll average that out between the last 12 months. When it talks about competition, it's not talking about how difficult it is to rank for a keyword. We're going to look at that here in just a second. This is showing us how competitive the keyword is for paid advertising. So if you wanted to buy for Google ads for this particular keyword, then you're not going to have a lot of competition, but you are going to be spending about 74 cents per click. So this is still helpful for us in some cases, because if you are doing any sort of like Google AdWords or AdSense promotion on your website, like if you're doing a blog like what we're going to be doing in this case, then you can actually get an idea of how much money you can potentially make from AdSense on your blog using this information. So if we pick one of these a little bit higher traffic, like this one right here, this one gets medium, so it's actually going to have some people who are going to be paying for that ad space, and they're going to be paying 31 cents. I believe that the split between Google and the publisher, the person who actually owns the website that has the ad on it, is either 60-40 or 70-30, something like that. So either way, it's still not too bad. It means you get about 60% of this this amount here per click. So if you want to make a little bit of extra money from your website, that's a good way to do it. Phew, okay. The other thing to keep in mind here is that this is kind of a mess as far as keyword groupings. Everything's just kind of random. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and click on Add Group Ideas instead, and this is going to organize it into categories or subjects. So the one that I was looking at was Heroes of the Storm. So kind of the same thing over here. This says that this group of keywords, there are 43 keywords in here, and this gives you an idea of some of those keywords that are available. This group of keywords gets 578,780 searches a month, low competition, and an 83-cent per click rate. So if we click on this, it will show us just those keywords that are related to Heroes of the Storm. So this game is Heroes of the Storm. It gets 550,000 searches a month. Blizzard Heroes of the Storm gets about 2,000. Hero Storm gets about 3,600, and so on. Now we can organize this a little bit. So if we want to see which ones get the most traffic, click on that. So Heroes of the Storm characters. We're actually going to copy this one. I think that could be an interesting keyword to look at. If we want to see how much we could potentially make from our AdSense, we can click on this. So Heroes of the Storm Mathiel, people are spending $3.69 per click for that. Only 200 searches a month. This one's better. Heroes of the Storm Upcoming Heroes, I'm going to assume. It gets almost 2,000 searches a month. Not a lot of people buying that ad space, but $2.40 per click isn't too bad. Oops, here's a good one. It said high. Where's the high? Okay. Heroes of the Storm Blizzard, 1,300 searches a month, a high competition, so lots of people are actually spending money on ads, 63 cents a click, so you can make a little bit of money from that one. So that's a good keyword to target. Now the keyword that I was interested in was, copied it, didn't I? Oh, I already lost it. Okay, so Heroes of the Storm Upcoming, we're going to copy this, Heroes. Come over here to Keyword Finder, and we're going to hit Analyze. Okay, we're going to pull up our handy dandy Excel sheet over here, just like that. Zoom out a little bit, maybe not that much. There we go. Okay. Keyword Finder. This is an awesome tool because it is awesome. So let me give you a little bit of a breakdown of what we're looking at here. So this is where we put in our keyword, and again we can limit it by location, by language, and so on. And then down here are the suggested keywords. So upcoming Heroes of the Storm Upcoming Heroes. Again, we can see our trends. We can see these related keywords. We can see how many searches, cost per click, PPC. Those are your pay-per-click campaigns. Then about how difficult it would be to rank for that particular keyword. And then we also have that over here as well. We have our score of 41, which means that it is possible to rank for, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Here are the trends again. Let's move this over a bit more so we can see that more clearly. That just doesn't want to work. Okay. And then down here, we can see who is currently ranking on page 1 for these keywords. So we can see Heroes of the Storm.gamepedia is the #1 result. And here's a YouTube video. What else do we have? A couple Reddit posts and so on. Now, all these numbers right here are a little bit complicated. I'm going to talk about those in just a second. And then these over here are the difficulty to outrank that particular website, or how well optimized this website is for that particular keyword. And then this right here shows you about how many, about how many hits per month they think that this keyword these websites are getting for these different keywords. So this first one should be getting about 386, about 250, and so on. Alright, so let's talk about these numbers real quick. The first number, the DA, is called the domain authority, which is the estimated authority that a website will have, just based off of a whole bunch of different factors. The page authority refers to the individual page, so instead of the entire website, just that one individual page. The Moz rank right here, it's just another one of these tools. Same with this one, it's the trust flow. The number of links shows the number of backlinks that have been captured and recorded by these different systems. Facebook shows the number of shares with the URL, and the Google Plus shows how many times the URL has been shared on Google Plus. So we can see our YouTube video has 800 Google Plus shares, and then nothing of anything else. So this looks like it would be kind of a difficult keyword to rank for. We have some pretty strong sites on here. So a 5831 isn't going to be super easy to outrank. A 78.1 maybe. Usually I think YouTube is one of the easiest things to use to rank for the kind of for this kind of keyword. And because it has one video on here already, what this would mean is that if we wanted to try and rank a YouTube video, then we already know that YouTube is on page 1 of Google. So that's a good thing, because sometimes a video won't show up in the first page of search results. But that means we just need to outrank this one video in YouTube, and then we should be able to show up in the first page of Google as well. So that's pretty good. Let's see how many views this video has. Pause this. Okay, so WTB Gold, 38,000 subscribers, and he's managed to pick up 230,000 views off of this one video, which is pretty good. Typically you see between 5 and 15, maybe 20% of your subscriber base actually watch a video. So the fact that he's got, you know, like, what is that? Almost 10 times that many views is pretty good. Over here we can see his video tags, we can see his channel tags, we can see how many referrals the site has, so this kind of works like a backlink. And also the embedded source is whenever you see an embedded video on a website, it's the same thing. It has 209 Facebook likes, 800 Google pluses. The video gets about 2 views an hour, and they think that he's probably made about $350 off of this particular video. So there's a little bit of money to be made there, not a lot. How old is this video? Almost a year? Okay, so that's something that we might be able to outrank. His video tags are kind of poor, so it shouldn't be too hard to do. His description is lacking quite a bit, and so not to be critical or anything, but this is something that we'll see fairly often when looking at YouTube videos, is you can get a lot of views with very, very poor optimization. Some people just get lucky, and so that's what we're looking at here. So it shouldn't be too hard to outrank this, and figuring that the video is almost a year old, he's getting a lot of traffic for that, so that's pretty good. And so we'll go ahead and close that. Now, whenever I create content for something like this, then I try to write out a blog post, and then I'll also make a YouTube video about it, so that way I can get 2 things onto that first page of Google instead of just having one. And so like if I had the number 1 and the number 2 spots, instead of just getting 386 or 250 views per month, I'm going to be getting almost 600 views per month, or a little over 600 views per month for that particular keyword, which is pretty good. I just doubled my my traffic. So yeah, I don't think I would personally go after this particular keyword. I mean, I don't think it's a bad one, but I think that's going to be a little bit more work than what I want to do. I could probably outrank the YouTube video. Let's go ahead and add it. I mean, it's going to be a little bit more work, but that's never hurt anybody. So this is how I like to keep track of my keywords. Keyword, and over here I'll put the traffic, and the traffic was 1,600. Let's actually go ahead and do this again. Actually, that's probably better. Where did my search results go? Alright, fine. Cost per click is $2.40. The competition for, or the difficulty for it is a 41. There is a YouTube video on here, and we're gonna say maybe. All right, so I have a whole bunch of keywords on here that I kind of like already. So like Heroes of the Storm Diablo build was one that we were looking at before. I'll show you that one real quick. So this is an easy keyword to rank for, okay? We're still looking at 880 searches a month, so about half as many as the other one. But it's going to be significantly easier. Now we don't have a YouTube video on here, but we should be able to find something. What we need to do is we can go into YouTube and we can look at those top results and see who's actually ranking for those keywords and see if there is anybody who could potentially get on here. There might be a video on page 2, but just something to keep in mind there. And there is no cost per click for this one, so nobody's actually spending money on these particular ads. But we can still drive traffic to our website. We just need to find some other way to monetize it. So for example, in this particular case for Heroes of the Storm Diablo build, we can talk about our own Diablo build, and then we can do some sort of promotion for there are websites and books and guides that have affiliate programs that teach people how to play the game and show them different builds and things like that. So you can do something like that. Another keyword that I was really interested in was this one, which gets where was it? 18,100 searches per month, which is ridiculous. It's a very easy keyword, so that's one that we definitely want to go after. And people are spending $1.86 per click. It's not a ton of people spending money on that, but again, if we can get that traffic and we can send them to an affiliate website, if we could set up like a Shopify store, and we can sell, Ling related products, then we can definitely do that. If we look over here at our competition again, we can see that there was well, let's look at this first at our trends. There used to be a lot of traffic for this, and then it kind of dwindled down, and then it shot back up. That was probably with a new patch, and then started to drag down again. So I wouldn't expect to actually get 18,000 searches or views on one of these videos right off the bat, but it'll probably come later on. If we look at our competition here, we see a lot of really low numbers. So again, if we look at this, from 0 to 9 is effortless. That should be very, very easy to outrank. So these guys should be really easy to outrank. These ones should be really easy to outrank. And then between, was it 10 and 20? 10 and 19 are also going to be very easy. So we have 3 of these. And then the highest one that we have on here is just going to be this 36. So those are all relatively low numbers. It should all be pretty easy to rank for. I think that we can get our blog post and our website to rank for these keywords, and then we can especially get a YouTube video, which we can actually see there's one right here. And I already checked this one, and it is this video over here by Riker, and he's got a ton of views, and it's just really well put together. But his particular video isn't really specifically targeting that keyword, and so we should be able to outrank him for this one in particular without too much trouble. But as you can see, there is a lot of work that goes into creating a list of keywords to target. Now the other neat thing about this, like I mentioned before, is just by going through here, I already have a whole bunch of new ideas for other videos to make or other blog posts to write. So I already had my Diablo videos that I was interested in doing. Well, then I came across this Li Ming one, and I thought, hey, that's an awesome opportunity. That's a really good keyword for me to go after. And then we also came across this other one, Heroes of the Storm Upcoming Heroes. We can look into some of these rumors and things like that of potential heroes that are going to be added to the game. So we're finding not only keywords that are going to be interesting to help us rank for the site overall, but we're also able to find interesting topics that we can talk about and then add more of that content to the website and bring those people into the site and grow that way as well. This whole build looks pretty good too. How's that one look? Traffic's really died down on it though. We're looking at about 8,000 searches a month. Go ahead and add that one just to take a look. Oops. Zool. Come on. Zool. All right, so that one, we'll figure that one's going to get about 8,000. Whoops. And cost per click is 0.39. Dang it. I'm having a bad day today. Difficulty is at 21. Is there a YouTube video? There are 2 YouTube videos. So that's really good. And we're going to go after that one as well. So that's how this works. And then, like I said, what we'll do then is we will tailor our content to these keywords that we want to go after. We're going to make sure that we are using them as our titles. We want to make sure that we're using them as our tags. We want to make sure that we're using these keywords in the actual content itself. Again, talking about our can of food. You know, how can you tell what's inside a can of food? You look at the name on the can, you look at the ingredients, you look at pictures, you look at cans don't have videos, but cans had videos, and you can do that as well. So you can embed a YouTube video in here about this topic, and that will again kind of give Google more information about what your post is about. And then we can also, another thing we have to do is we have to make sure that we are using our keyword in the actual body, in the actual text, because again, it's like opening up the can and expecting to find tomato sauce and finding pineapple. Nobody wants that to happen, except for me. I love pineapple. So in our next video, we are actually going to be putting together a blog post. I think we're going to do one on this Li Ming build. I think that would be a fun one. So we're going to make a video, we're going to write out our blog post, and then we're actually going to upload that to our website right over here. That's going to go over here in the Heroes of the Storm section, which is empty because I haven't emptied or added anything to it yet. Again, if this does seem like a lot of work, and if it's not something you really want to do, head over here to my Conquer page. There is a link in the description, and you can hire me to do this for you. So, pretty cool. I'm a level 22 SEO on here, so if you are looking for somebody to do it, hire a level 22 person to do it for you. I think that's everything that I wanted to cover for you guys today, though. So if you do have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comment section below, and I will try my best to answer them. And I think I'm going to start doing these videos or these live streams. Hopefully I won't have the problems I ran into today, and hopefully the next video will be a little bit better put together. But I'm going to start trying to do these every Monday at noon Mountain Time. So that's like, it's GMT minus 6 or 7 now with daylight savings times. So, about an hour and a half ago is when I was supposed to do this. So if you guys would like to see more of these kind of things live, and if you'd like to ask any questions, or if you would like to see something specific, then come hang out with me on the live streams. And then of course, if you were to subscribe to the channel, subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. Actually, let's do this real quick and I'll show you. And if you click on the little bell right here, then you'll get a notification whenever I go live or whenever I upload a new video, and then that way you can always keep up to date, and if I go live, then you will know. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, so I think that's everything. My name is Tristan from UtahSEO.Ninja. Have yourselves an excellent day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully, unless something goes horribly, horribly, horribly wrong.